to Mystery Beers episode number 248 of
Brutal Battle.
It has been a while since we've done Mystery Beers, so we're going back to how the whole podcast started with blind tasting, Rebecca and I, because at first when we started the podcast, Rebecca just got the beers for the Mystery Beers, and then when Rebecca started being a normal part of the show, we would have Mike do it at Wine World. Well, Mike's not at Wine World anymore, so we don't really have anyone. And then sometimes here and there for Mystery Beers, we would have Kyle Norman giving us some prepackaged Mystery Beers. So for this time, I realized, oh, you know what? We still can do this. So what we did is went to the liquor store. They have a cooler section with a door that's all singles of, I think they're all 16-ounce cans for the most part. You get some 12s here or there. But so I literally thought, here's what I can do. Hold one of their make-your-own six-pack packs, close my eyes. Well, not close my eyes. Look away, open the door, and literally just put my hand in without looking, pull it out, and put it in the pack. Then when we got to the register, we told them that we don't want to know what the beers are, so they actually said, why don't you just turn around, we'll ring them up, and then you can pay. So we have not seen them.
Yep.
Successful. And then obviously as soon as we got them home, we popped them in bags without looking. So we don't know what we got. So this is kind of a bit of a disclaimer, as in they could be all the same style of beer.
It could be, yeah, it could be very similar beers.
Hopefully we don't have overlap on breweries, like one brewery being in it multiple times. We could, end up with some beers we've already tried recently. I don't know. So it's totally random. It's totally blind, but it should be fun. And it's the return of our rating system. So
Return of the Brutal Battle rating system.
yeah. So we'll have to adjust to that because I looked and the last time we recorded one of these mystery beers was December of 2021. So it's been, 7 months at this point? So let's get back on the horse. Okay. Let's figure this out. So beer A is in front of us and looks like...
It's hazy. It's yellow and hazy.
Potentially a hazy IPA, but it could be like an unfiltered Kolsch or lager of sorts. I don't know. Or a pale ale. I don't know. A lot of beers aren't.
It smells good. It smells hoppy.
Oh, yeah. It's got a nice hoppy note to it.
There's other things in it, though. It's not just straight up hops.
I mean, it smells a little vegetal.
Yeah.
On top of having like a nice kind of citrus kick.
It smells weedy.
Yeah, I could see you getting that. There's a decent sweetness on the nose, but I get a lot of kind of like a vibrant...
Getting like orange and pineapple.
Those were the two words that popped into my head.
Okay.
Definitely orange and pineapple. Smells good.
Yeah, it does smell good.
It doesn't smell like crazy robust like a lot of hazy IPA noses are, so I'm hoping it's not a hazy in that sense.
I like this.
What do you get?
I like the mouthfeel. It's like a full body mouthfeel. Like coat your mouth.
I think it is supposed to be a hazy IPA because I do get that kind of yeasty finish to it, which is actually bringing a little bit of bitterness with it. So I'm not a huge fan of that typically, but I am getting that citrus up front. I'm getting a little slight bit of that vegetal that was being talked about. What are you thinking? Orange and pineapple, like in the nose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. It's easy to drink.
Yeah,
it's flavorful, but easy.
It's got to be pretty low ABV. I'm thinking like 5.6-ish, somewhere in there. Maybe like 6.
Yeah.
Probably no higher than 6%. But relatively light body. There's more of a bitterness on the finish than I thought there would be. It's very drying.
Oh, you think?
Yeah. Which... I don't know how I feel about that. I'd have to drink more of it to really decide how I like that or not. Okay. Oh, yeah, we're not going to rate it yet. This is how we do it.
Oh, wait, right at the end.
That's right.
It's been too long.
I know, it has been, totally. I'm going to rinse my mouth out. And then go on to beer B, which definitely looks like a hazy IPA. Like, it's very hazy, especially in comparison to the first one. Not much of a head on top. Just very, like, yellow, hazy.
This one's a little more orangey.
the nose is a lot less than the first one. It's very subdued. There's almost no nose there.
Yeah, it's very yeasty, though.
Super yeasty. This might be one of those hazies we don't like. I get a little bit of like a candied, like an orange candy smell.
Yeah, I could see that. For me, it's hard to get past that yeasty smell because it's so strong.
It's very strong and not appealing to someone like me.
And I'm getting that Vaseline.
Yeah, I can see that. It's real Vaseline-y the more you sniff it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is not... I don't like the nose, personally.
Yeah, I don't either. There's a little soapiness on the nose as well, like Vaseline soap. You do get some of that orangey. It doesn't smell great, let's be honest.
I don't like the way it tastes either. I kind of taste how it smells. It's like that yeasty... It's like the yeasty Vaseline and a little bit of orange.
I don't, detest this beer or anything, but I think this is probably higher ABV. This is probably around 7.5.
Maybe
so it's
8.
Imperial.
It's a little syrupy.
Yeah, it's thicker.
Mm-hmm.
Lot of yeastiness.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Kind of low on flavor.
Yeah.
I do get a bit of that kind of orange to it. A little bit of with the bitterness, candied orange peel, because there is a sweetness to it. It's a bit drying. It's not as drying as A.
I didn't think A was that drying, though.
Oh, I did. Well, I can go back to it. What's it like? I get more honey and earthiness out of A now after having had B. I don't know.
Okay.
I can see where people would like both these, though, honestly.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, A?
5.
5, okay. I don't know. I can only do a 3 on A.
Really? For me, it's an average beer. My average is a 5.
Okay, got it. That's fine. You do it. So I average a 4. What are you doing for B?
2.
Okay, a 2. And I'm also doing a 2 for B.
Okay.
So that's an overall 2. So obviously, A is the winner with an overall 4. B is the loser with an overall of 2. And these episodes are just going to be on the short end. It's just the way it is. So let's reveal B first, since it's the loser. Any guesses?
I mean, it's got to be an IPA.
Yeah,
it's got to be a hazy IPA.
Okay. Evergreen by Evergreen Brewing.
We just had one of those recently on.
Continuum Spirits Double IPA. Well, we guessed that.
And what's the ABV?
8.2.
Okay.
We said
7.8.
You said potentially 8. Yeah. Yeah, Evergreen. It's got some fun, dinosaur art on it, though. 16-ounce can. When was this canned? Oh, no date code. Well, don't know if it's still within date code or not, because they're not date coding, but Yeah. I see where people like it, though. I do.
I don't.
I
know people like this style because it sells, but I don't get it.
Yeah, I get it. All right. Anyway, the winner with an overall 4, which is actually pretty solid.
I like this beer. I'll definitely finish this one.
It is. Who is this? Oliver Brewing Company.
Oh, we haven't had Oliver in a long time.
We like Oliver. It's their non-stop double dry hopped IPA. It's 7%.
7%?
It doesn't taste like 7%. Really? Says, now this one breaks down what hops they actually have. Citra, Nelson, and Matueka. And do they date code? They do date code, but it is poorly printed, so I can't tell.
That.
It's impossible.
This is a green lion.
Yeah, it's black with a green lion, so I guess you're
a photograph of a lion.
You're looking at him in night vision or something.
Yeah, looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Oliver's out of Baltimore, Maryland.
Yep. Oliver's out of Baltimore.
And Evergreen's out of Camp Hill, Pennsylvania.
Yes, good point. I did need to say that. So, okay.
We haven't had Oliver in such a long time.
Yeah, we haven't. So I'm glad I randomly grabbed an Oliver beer. So, okay. So let us know your thoughts on maybe these beers or other beers or just reaching out, whatever. BrutalBattlePodcast@gmail.com. Rate us and review us on whatever podcatcher you use. We're on, iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify at this point, Anchor as well, which is just anchor.fm, so you can get us all those places, but iTunes ratings helps the most. On Untapped, I am Carlton Malibu, all one word, spelled how it sounds.
I'm RubyReb62.
And Instagram?
Brutal Battle Podcast.
And if you want back episodes of the podcast, going all the way back to the really terrible first bunch of, maybe even first 100 episodes, I don't even know. You can go to brutalbattle.com or you can go to archive.org and search Brutal Battle. But regardless, thank you everyone for listening to these episodes. We appreciate it. And until next time,
keep it brutal.
I feel so